Hello, my name is Abik Iskandarov, and for my research project, I did a feasibility study of composting organic waste bins for each house in the city of Syracuse. My research question was, would it be practical to have an organic waste bin for every house in Syracuse? The purpose of my research project was that in Syracuse, we have few local composting sites running by different counties. Some people are composting organic waste individually. When we check the garbage, we are throwing away a huge amount of organic waste, which is mostly food. Enforcing people to collect organic waste in separate bins for composting at large county facilities has not been studied in the US. There is individual research about large composting facilities, but in our study, we want to suggest having a composting bin for each household to promote awareness of food wasting, to decrease the organic waste, and to promote recycling and reducing our waste. Municipal solid waste is waste from households, residential buildings, offices, markets, etc. It's also waste from public areas. The larger part of it, 40 to 70%, is organic material. Some other potentially useful materials is garden waste and food residue, many of them in which could be efficiently recycled. The United States is the global leader in food waste, with Americans discarding nearly 40 million tons of food every year, most of which ends up in a landfill. Now, once in a landfill, the food waste breaks down and emits greenhouse gases, including not only carbon dioxide, but methane, a gas that is 25 times more potent than carbon dioxide. So, what is composting? Composting, or creating compost, is a controlled breakdown of organic matter in the warm, wet environment of the activities of bacteria, fungi, and other microorganisms. This is a controlled biological process in which a succession of microbial populations convert organic material into a biologically stable product. So, what are the benefits of composting? Well, the benefits of composting is that it enriches the soil. It can enrich soil. It helps to retain moisture and suppress plant diseases and pests. It reduces the need, It reduces the need for chemical fertilizers. It also encourages the production of beneficial bacteria and fungi that break down organic matter to create humus, a rich nutrient-filled material for soil. My hypothesis is requesting every household to collect their organic waste at home, separately from their other trash. And it's going to be very beneficial for government's economy, for the local citizens, and for the environment. It truly is a win-win-win. Now my procedure was, step 1, record the number of houses in Syracuse. Step 2, calculate the cost for every household. Calculate the cost of bins for every household. Step 3, average the organic waste from every household and the amount of food garbage produced. Step 4, create a system of collection for this compost from each household. I'll get into it later, but a summary would be sharing the garbage trucks with also them collecting compost on a weekly basis, just like how garbage is collected. Step 5, research the emissions of carbon dioxide gases per kilogram of wasted food. Step 6, calculate the cost of composting 1 kilogram of organic waste. Step 7, calculate the cost of selling 1 kilogram of compost. And step 8, calculate the total gain, the total profit. So the results from my procedure were that there are 55,000 houses in Syracuse, roughly. And the cost of a 3.5 gallon composting bin, it's a pretty small one, is just $5, roughly. And average organic waste from just one household in a year is 550 kilograms per year. And the emissions from this organic waste, the emissions of carbon dioxide per kilogram of wasted food is 1.9 kilograms of carbon dioxide getting emitted into the atmosphere. Well, the results impacting the environment. So the total organic waste for Syracuse, if you do the calculate the numbers, is 30,250,000 kilograms of organic waste yearly from just Syracuse. And the emissions from this organic waste for just Syracuse yearly is 57,475,000 kilograms of carbon dioxide. If we turn this organic waste into compost, usable compost, that's how much organic waste will be removed and reused, and 30,250,000 kilograms of organic waste will be removed and reused. 57.5 million kilograms of carbon dioxide won't be emitted into the atmosphere. So here are the economic results, or the results affecting the economy. The cost to give every household a composting bin, a $5 3.5 gallon composting bin, in total will cost about $275,000. The total organic waste for Syracuse is 30,250,000 grams of organic waste. The amount of compost that we can sell is 1,008,333 kilograms of compost we can sell. The cost for the composting facility to turn this organic waste into usable compost is it's $16 per ton. So in total for a year it would be $484,000 for them. It would cost them that much to turn this into compost. And selling one bag of compost for gardening, 1 kilogram of compost is about $8. Compost for gardening, and so in total, selling will be $8,066,667. Wow! If we sell all this, when we turn this organic waste into usable compost, and we sell this compost, we can sell it in total for about $8,066,667. And then it's important to go over the total expenses to get this would be about $760,000. It's expensive. And the total income from selling the compost, say it again, $8,066,667. And this is like the most important part. The net gain, the profit from doing this. Is this really profitable? Is this, will this affect anything? Yes. The profit for the local government is $7,307,667 about profit. Municipalities can make $7 million for selling this compost, just for Syracuse. It will be great for the local economy, and it will create more jobs for local citizens. Like, who's going to transport this compost? Who's going to work at the plants? And then, it's also very important. The behavioral results from this will be the community will notice the amount of trash in their compost bins every day, and hopefully, they will change their attitude towards wasting food and create new good habits of, not wasting food. In conclusion, Our feasibility study shows that if we ask every household to collect their food waste separately, and if county waste collectors collect it on a weekly basis, we can potentially eliminate 54 million kilograms of carbon dioxide gas emissions from the atmosphere. And I'm not even including, if you remember the slides before, the amount of methane going into the atmosphere. We're just talking the carbon dioxide right now. We can eliminate 54 million kilograms of carbon dioxide gas emissions from the atmosphere in 1 year, just for Syracuse. Just for Syracuse. And we can create composting plants, which will create more jobs for locals from this. Composting can be used in parks, and it can be sold to individuals for gardening purposes. Local governments can earn up to $7 million from organic waste composting for just the Syracuse area. And finally, the plan for the future plan is to have a regular compost pickup, much like how trash collecting works in Syracuse. On a weekly basis, you leave your compost outside of your home and it gets collected, and on a weekly basis, fairly simple system. And as our community better adapts to this, what's next for the future would be to design a local plant for organic composting, which will make composting as a community way more efficient. That's all. Thank you very much.